What's up, everybody? Today we're here, A&H and me, Tan. We're gonna discuss the City game. It was a Champions League game, Manchester City versus Real Madrid. And Anthony, you can take it away. Looks like you have a lot of
Don't get it
thoughts
wrong.
on
It
it.
was Real Madrid versus City.
All right. At the Bernabeu.
I'll say it short and sweet. Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid.
Once again, he's quiet against big clubs. We've been saying it on this channel for a while.
He has scored on important clubs like Arsenal, maybe Chelsea, but we don't know what Chelsea's doing. And at times he scored against those clubs. It's been when the scoreboard has been set. Against big clubs, he hasn't scored in important moments, if that makes sense. Even against Fulham, he didn't score a penalty, and that was a key moment for City. But it would have to be another player to score the 2-1. But what have we been saying also? City, important games, has to come out to De Bruyne. He couldn't take Belgium anywhere, but
Hey man, that's not even on him though. Have you seen who's up front? Who's in front of him, bro? The legendary Lukaka. All right, my bad. Go ahead. Keep going.
And we don't know. He might not even take City anywhere.
That's true. This is just first leg, so
and the ball was out, so I guess City it is playing the fair play, huh?
The ball was out. And I mean, what can I say?
City started pretty strong. They had a lot of possession of the ball. Nothing really special though. It's not like they were like scaring Madrid or anything. And what does Madrid do? I don't know how Madrid was playing tiki-taka on City.
they really were.
I'm like, so City's been claiming the best team, which technically they are, because all the money they spent, all the players they have.
Mhm.
But then they get tiki-taka like that and those players, and then I'm just like, oh, and then
Real Madrid plays Tiki Taka against every Premier League team
true, they did it against Liverpool too.
and Chelsea.
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget, hit them with the counter as well. Just send in Vinny and Rodrigo. That's it, man.
And we've been saying in this channel also, the we criticize Benny, and he needs to learn how to not be complaining too much. But when he's in the moment, he's really good. He knows how to take players, knows how to score. But against Champions League, he doesn't do that as much. But somehow, because he has a harder time in La Liga, that's why he complains. Because he can't juke La Liga defenders that well. Wow.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I watched the highlights and I didn't see anything scary from City.
Yes, and also that goal from De Bruyne was low-key off of Madrid's mess up as well. Like, yeah, like
Well, I'll say it this way, people have been praising, what's his name, Caravinga or Cavapinga,
Cavavinga, huh?
which, good. You got to praise him because he's been doing a great season. But in games like that, you just don't do that. Like, doesn't matter how great your season has been, a mistake like that could be crucial for your team. Especially like that. He had no pressure on him, and at least kick it harder. Like he passed it way too slow.
Yeah, his
Either
passing needs to be more on point for those.
either pass it harder or don't pass it to the middle at all.
And,
Exactly.
and that's soccer 101, football 101.
Yeah.
Never pass it in the middle, especially when defending, because there's always that fear that someone's gonna intercept it and your team just not ready to He'll come back in time to be strong and solid in the back.
And that's exactly what happened. So, and they set up De Bruyne, and everybody was not ready for it, and that's it, one goal.
And to be honest,
So
Rudiger has been a flop in La Liga, and then they put him in. I thought Madrid was not gonna be good putting Rudiger there, but he didn't
he
let
did.
Haaland do anything.
He did. He was really good. Alaba too.
But in La Liga, Rudiger sucks.
It's
And
that it's that Chelsea experience coming back, bro. It's ready. And also,
well,
I noticed that Madrid had way more dangerous chances in comparison to City. If it wasn't for Ederson, I think Madrid could score at least like one more goal and win the game. But Ederson was solid, so
anything else, Anthony? Feel like you had something.
Just they just can't say anything until they win. Just don't.
That's actually the next point I was gonna bring. Now that you mention it, because you've seen on social media, right? They're like, "Oh, look at Haaland respecting Benny. Look at City respecting Madrid." I'm just like, yeah, because they can't say shit. They didn't do
right?
anything. What can
Where,
they
where
say?
where was this energy last week, bruh? They were like, "Oh, we're gonna smash Madrid 3-1. It's gonna be easy." Where was that energy at? Nowhere.
City's gonna beat Madrid. Mark my words. Come back in the comments when we beat them.
Yep. I mean, there is one more leg, but like,
Well, let's just leave it
yeah.
this way. Let's say City wins. Let's say City wins. It's always gonna be they won because the goal that they scored that was offside.
Mhm.
Like that's gonna be more of a controversy than City winning or beating Madrid. I'll just leave it at that. City can't say nothing. Watch if they beat Madrid, the energy is gonna come back acting like they're this or that.
Bro, but I'll be laughing if they actually beat Madrid, lose to freaking Milan in the final. I'll be dying, bro. That'll be
Possible.
hilarious.
It's possible.
Initiate kidnapping Haaland.
Again, any team that wants to beat City, take De Bruyne out. Taking him out makes everyone else regular, despite how good the other players are. For example, what makes City great in the Premier League? De Bruyne is not playing good. They have Mahrez. Is it Bernardo Silva they have, or who do they have?
Yeah,
Bernardo Silva,
Yeah, they have all of them.
Gundogan.
But against Madrid, they don't have that freedom because they know if they start to like leave spaces open, that's where Madrid comes in and takes them out. But that's why they're so good in the Premier League. In the Premier League, they're playing like all free, confident. No, and you could see it. You watch the games. They're all confident. They're skillful. They could do it. And I'm not saying this in like to say Premier League is like to put them down. I'm saying like they're playing Madrid. I think they low-key are scared of Madrid. That they're not playing freely. They're playing with like scared, like, oh, if I leave my position, they're gonna counter me. And you could see in this game, they were like they had no clarity. And Madrid was just waiting for it. He was just like, we just need one chance. Take the ball away from us.
Yeah, and honestly, they were also defending a lot too. That's what I noticed. Like low key parking the bus ish. Not like crazy like Jose, but a little bit. I'm like, damn, all right, they're that scared.
And
And
yeah,
like we mentioned, La Liga teams bring the technical skills. Like you see
I agree with that.
in Madrid's first goal, Camavinga to Modric, Modric one touch back to Camavinga, and they broke the press. And Camavinga dribbles it. He breaks the line and passes it to Vinny.
And Walker look away from Vinny for 1 second. Bam, it's done. And that strike was so nice and like quick too. Ederson didn't even know what hit him, to be honest. It was so fast, like blink of an eye was over.
I was just like, does City have a defense? What's going on?
Yep.
But again, City did nothing. We know De Bruyne's a great shooter, great passer. You give him that ball in open space, everything he shoots is gonna be on target. And this time it just happened that it went in because it was a great shot. Again, Camavinga shouldn't have done that. Not that it's his fault because the ball was out before that. But players like Camavinga should just not, 1-on-1, kick it out, dude. Kick it out. Real Madrid restarts.
Reset. Yeah.
And speaking about the out of bounds, what do you guys think about it? Should it have been called back? Because I see like in the comments, people are like, "Oh, that didn't have a direct effect on the play in the goal." And
that's what I think. No.
I think it did have an effect, but I don't think it's fair to, I guess, take away the goal that they scored.
Well, how doesn't it have an effect? They're going back to Manchester with that 1-1 when they could have been down 1-0. It would have forced City to attack, and Madrid would have killed them. Like, that's what would have happened.
Yeah. I was talking about like strictly in that game, but yeah. Overall,
no.
it will affect them for sure. Because now, they're more even and they're gonna be at home and stuff. So yeah, I totally get it.
But what I don't get is like, let's not blame City or Madrid in this case. It's like, why do we have a VAR? It's been more controversy having VAR
than without back then.
Than without it. Without it, we were just like stupid ref.
And it's so dumb because like the way they use VAR is not consistent. It's like they just pick whenever they want to use it, and then other times it's like, oh, F it, we're not gonna use it. For some reason, even though it's a semi-final, it's an important game. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's the point of having VAR? What are we paying all this extra ref for?
Put it this way: if it happens to Madrid or Barca, it's like the end of the world. Happens to City, people are acting like
it's good. No?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It was 1-1.
Nothing
For
wrong.
real. Yeah, totally agree with that. Madrid got robbed.
Bar
for sure.
Bar is the problem. Madrid or Barca. See, Barca's been paying this ref. See, Madrid without the refs. I'm like, cool. But when it happens to other teams, you gotta act the same way.
Madrid,
you wait for low now.
Yep. now
it's gonna be Bar City. No, that's Manchester United.
Yeah, that's United.
This is Bar City.
Bar City. All right, that's a good one too. Yeah, Bar City. Yep.
But VAR has to check everything leading up to the goal. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, like why would only just check like they need to check prior to that slow motion. I don't care, dude. Just check the goddamn bar and let people see it.
I'm not saying it's like this, but it seems like this. It's like, oh, we'll check 5 seconds before the goal. Another game they'll be like, oh, we'll check 20 seconds before the goal. Like
another one will be like, oh, let's just go back to when the goalie kicked it out. Oh, it was something happened right there. It was a foul, no goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just so inconsistent, man. Like, god damn. And remember back then with the offside situations, like you're over by a hair, oh, offside. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like,
yeah, thing is gonna end soon. But let's just leave it as. Let's see who's talking on what's the next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Let's see what happens on Wednesday. And if City wins, they cheated in the first leg.